Yo, it's King Iven. We in the booth and we watching RapAboutTV. Let's go.
Wow.
As much amongst the people, racism is amongst the system.
Oh, what's going on, man? Good morning. It's another episode of RapAboutTV, and we have a special guest in the building, King Iven. What's going on, brother? Peace. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm good. Oh man, let's get into it. A little bit of your background and your journey up to this point. So I would like to know, where did your love for the music start? And your passion, and then when did you find out, like, okay, I can really do this and take this?
Well, I feel like everybody loves music, right?
Yeah.
We're born that way, just the type of music.
Right.
But let's get back to me, right?
But everybody is, but everyone, it was a certain point where every certain artist, someone heard like, this touched me. You know what? I really.
Nah, it wasn't even that, yo. I just love, like, number one, my father is a DJ, so I grew up, listening to music, yo. Like, I'm from Jersey, number one. I'm Patterson, New Jersey. My dad, I just grew up with him in the basement. I remember his whole setup. Like, I'm talking about Cheryl Warren, Frankie Beverly Mays, like, so I'm a big R&B, like, classical.
Right. So you heavy on the R&B.
You know?
Okay. So Jersey is right next to New York, so that was where, like, almost the Mecca. So okay, that makes sense. So how did that birth for Jersey? Did you get your ground in there? But how did that get from there to DC?
Yeah. So I mean, I started, like, honestly, like I said before, my dad DJ'd, so I spent a lot of time with him. Like, nigga, don't touch my shit.
Right.
You know how it is. So it's like how they pushed me away from, like, hey, yo, books. You can't do what I do, you know?
Right.
But at that time, yo, we're in a good time right now where you could pretty much monopolize off of anything that you're doing. Like, at a certain time, like, they told us, what? Yo, go to school, you have to be a doctor, you have to be a teacher.
Government job. Right.
But now we have so many opportunities to be whatever we want to be.
Right.
I mean, and capitalize off of that. I mean, but at one point, I mean, that's what it was, Being around my father, growing up around him. And then I remember, so I'm old, as y'all can't really tell, I'm 34 years old,
That's old?
No, I'm knowledge. So I remember at one point, like I used to go to school, and like Patterson, New Jersey is like a big town of music, you feel me? Like, but we have our own, like, collective of artists that we listen to. It's like an ATL, you know? So I go to school and everybody.
Not to cut you off. Why do you think that Jersey? Because I hear there's a lot of artists there, but why haven't them they pop to where it's like, okay?
We have Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap, and before that was who? Joe Budden.
We got Joe Budden.
Like, so where's like?
And that's crazy being like so close to New York City.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a good question. I mean, like, I can't even answer that for you.
Right. Yeah, I was just kind of curious,
but we did. I can say one thing about Patterson. We stayed in our own pocket, and we never really got out of the city. So it's like local celebrity shit.
Do you see familiarity with DC and Patterson? Like,
nah, DC is definitely growing on a different level. Just being DC within itself, because it's definitely a popular major city. Remember, DC hip hop is like new, but the music scene has been from go-go. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but Hot 97 stole their whole radio platform from PGC. So you have legendary artists from DC. It's one of the birth nations of music, like outside of the Bronx, New York City. But you have Chicago with house, DC go-go. I mean, house from Chicago went over to Jersey,
Baltimore,
Philadelphia, and Baltimore.
Yeah.
I mean.
So, and I cut you off earlier again. The story. How did you get into DC?
Yeah. So honestly, really, I was very blessed to have an amazing grandmother. You know. Okay. To provide me with a lot that people wouldn't have growing up. You know. So like education, finances, and all that. You know. But growing up, you know, I went to private school at first, but then some issues, so I went to public school after that. Nothing bad, you know.
Right.
But I went to public school after that. I go to public school, it cultured me. I mean, it cultured me to like a lot that I wouldn't be seen to, because they try to, you know, put me in a good environment. Right. But then I got around my people. Right. You know, so but yeah, going to private school, I was cultured, you know, like. That's when everybody would come to school with like boom boxes. I mean,
at private school?
Huh? Not public school. Private school, that was not happening. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, so I was introduced to like a lot of like street music, and that's when I think that's when I kind of started to. You know, my dad did this, kept me away, but now I have my own like little pinch of freedom. So. That's when I started to get introduced to like music, and then my mom, I remember it was like 6th grade, my mom bought me my own little DJ set.
Okay, so you got early.
Then I got lit with all the DJs in my town.
This was in New Jersey?
This was in New Jersey. Yeah, I didn't come to DC for a while. I'm gonna get to that. So then I started with that, and then I started running, I got into sports, so I was running track for from like 7th, no, actually that was 8th grade to like graduating as a senior. And then I went to South Carolina State first. This is my first time ever leaving New Jersey. I went to South Carolina State. I had a track scholarship.
So you love track. I did track a little bit in high school, man, to stay fit. But God,
I mean, I'm still. You gotta always, you know, look for it. I mean, you gotta be healthy. You know what I mean? But yeah, then I went to South Carolina State University. After South Carolina State University, I left there. I left my scholarship. I was kidding. Took this off. Coming from a big city is not me.
Yeah, right.
I mean? Like, come on, like you come from Neiman Marcus, Barney's to shopping at Walmart.
You know,
with the Dickie one pieces.
You had the food line out there and stuff, you know.
Yeah, you know about food line.
Yeah.
What's up? This joint Piggly Wiggly. Yeah, but that's that. I mean, then I went to Morgan State. Also, in 2004, that's when I transferred to Morgan State University.
Oh, gotcha.
And that's my introduction to the DMV. I didn't know what the fuck go-go was. I did not know what go-go was.
Right, because a lot of folks on this end went to Morgan. You know what I'm saying?
But the good, it's dope. I mean, one thing I would say about, and I would influence everybody to go to college, because you get to introduce to
who you meet.
Big melting pot. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I went to Morgan State University. I got there at a good time. There was like one DJ, shout out DJ P Drama, who kind of, he was the only DJ on campus and brought me under his wing.
Right.
And from there, like I pretty much took over campus.
Right. So now you got a how you pronounce
another name. Under another name.
Oh yeah, KI. It's King Iven now. I just gotta let people know how great black men are.
So you got residency in DC now. So you got Park.
Yeah, Park is my big residency. You know, like the Park at 14. I'm there every weekend, Friday and Saturday. And Sunday brunch is the craziest brunch I've ever been to in my life. Huh?
You don't do the Sunday?
Yeah, I do Sundays too. The brunch, craziest.
That's gonna be JP early.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm there. But I mean, my biggest thing right now, I'm connecting with like bigger brands.
Okay.
Like I don't have any residencies. I'd rather connect, and if I'm gonna be a part of something, I'm a part of something.
Right.
I mean.
So how does that work? You know, brands and you know in the DJing world. How does that?
I mean, honestly, anything is possible. Like you just gotta go after it, you know, and know what you want, and just it's not set up for anything. You know what I mean? And honestly, it's like. If I love something, if I like it, or I want to be a part of it, I'll just reach out.
Right. Yeah, and that's how you do. Just reach out to them, man. Go after it, like you said.
If it doesn't work, I mean, there's always opportunities for you, like somewhere.
So what's your big picture goal with this? Like, what do you plan on taking? How big you see yourself, down the line?
I just want to do honestly, great things. Honestly, like the capabilities, the options are endless. And like I never define myself to like, yo, I want to go here. I want to be hit. You know, I just want to have just make a great influence and do great things in life, and whatever you do.
Let's go into a little bit more about Arts and Beats.
Arts and Beats.
Like, because I know I haven't been to the event yet, like the gallery and things like. So how
Arts and Beats is lit. You know what I mean? So it started with we work with Jack Daniels. Like they have a show called ABL, Arts, Beats, and Lyrics. And one thing when we work with them that I saw like a whole is they don't work with like local talent. You know, so and our biggest thing for me and Iven, that's my partner on Arts and Beats. We want to make sure that we're growing with like the people from the city. I mean, so we wanted like the whole idea behind Arts and Beats is I don't want to come from New Jersey, like New York area, like it's like a different vibe. And at the time when we started it, it was just like a nightclub, open mic.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And I wanted to create, I went to a show at SOB's, the BT Music Matters, and coming from working with like ABL, Arts, Beats, and Lyrics. We wanted just to merge like a good vibe. I don't feel like you have to just go to a show and just listen to hip hop. You know, I want to go listen to great music. You know what I mean? And I just saw like a hole in the city where we could bring the art world, the creative world together. I mean, be able to network.
And how they receive that? Because you play a lot of R&B. So how did they receive that?
Oh, I mean, so I really never DJ'd or was talent for Arts and Beats. I'm big on the production side.
Okay.
You know, but it was a great turnout the first time I did it. Our first show we had like Lucci, I think Alex Vaughn did our first one, Flex Cartel. So we had a lot of like good names on our first one, and it launched, and they loved it. To be able to like connect, I'm a hip hop artist, but I hear this great R&B voice. Now we can link and go to the studio together and make something I'm typically not used to.
That's good networking. So, all right. So you said another question, because you said you went to production side. So that's more you see yourself doing.
Well, event production.
Event production, right? Did you have anything to do with? Because you got the Trill Grill, Rick Ross. Did you have anything, as far as putting that together?
No, those are my homies. Like I always support. I mean, I think there's a lot of like different types of events you could go to. So it's my homies from Dallas. Steve, my man Rick is actually from Philly. They went to Howard, but I remember they first started as a backyard event. Yeah, they started at like Blind Wano, and it was just like, yo, I just want to hear Trill. Dallas, Texas. I want to hear Dallas, Texas stuff. And remember, DC is a big melting pot. So you can go Houston, you can go LA, West Coast. Everybody went to Howard. Then Morgan, like Morgan has a big New York foundation, and then PG County Foundation, So people from everywhere. But those are my homies, Trill Grill. We got Rick Ross later on tonight.
Okay, that's dope. So, for any young, like I think DJing is one of the coolest jobs. Like I was telling you earlier, that's something I think I want to try. Just to learn how to.
You're already a DJ. You got iTunes?
Yeah, exactly. And people love to hop in the car with me. So it's like, damn.
I need to hear your iTunes playlist. I'll judge people by their playlist.
Okay, baby. We're gonna link up on there too. But what would you tell the young youth or young one trying to come up into the DJ game? Because I'm seeing a lot of like 13-year-olds getting it now.
Yeah, I would just say practice, like study the art form of like music. Because it's a lack of that. You can't just buy a laptop and pop up in the club and like, yo, I'm a DJ.
Right. What's the main thing they got to know? Like is it flipping the song? Is it the transitioning?
Number one, I would say first, study music. Know your music, because DJing is we're curators of vibes.
Right.
You feel me? So, okay, let me put you in a room. I'm gonna blindfold you, put you in a room in front of a random crowd. Can you control that crowd? You know what I mean? But remember, let me put it like this. You have different types of DJs, right? You have maybe a club top 40 DJ. They have their lane. Then you got the ATL DJs, like a lot of them produce. You know what I mean? They're always in the studio, so they're breaking records.
Right.
Crazy. So that's why you would get the mixtape. So let's retract. If I had to give advice, is love what you do and take it serious. Like, whatever you want to do.
Right.
No, and don't limit your mind to like, just top 40.
Yeah.
You know, because it is a DJ's job to be able to give advice to artists, because it's the artist and DJ work together.
Right.
You know, and that's coming back from the origination of hip hop.
Right.
I mean, the artist came from the DJ. You know, the DJ.
You see that a lot with Future and DJ Esco.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think that's like the best, what's the name? Because when they came out and told their backstory, it was like, I was working at Magic City.
Yep.
And they didn't even know we was best friends. I was just playing record to record on Future. And now, look at Future, pretty much. Yeah, he broke him.
Right.
So you got them, and then you got like
That's why I think these DJs out here ain't trying to break nobody. I think it's a problem. You don't hear them playing no new music like some.
Yeah, I mean it's changing, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing.
It's starting to change a little bit in DC, and it's just based on relationships too. I mean, like you got to remember, you go to like a New York, you go to Atlanta, it's a relationship between DJ and artist. So there's a lot of background stuff that people probably don't see.
Right.
And I think that has to get better, and it's getting better in DC.
Okay. Are there any local artists that you like working with now or paying attention to?
So he lives. So a few artists. I got D Cole, just called me Cole. We're working on our project that he's about to drop. I'm not really producing anything on the project, but that's my homie. I'm helping him with some tours. And then I got Blake Kelly, which is Tay James and Justin Bieber's crew. I mean, we got like 2 records together that we just finished up last night. And I wish I could play it, but
no, definitely.
I'm gonna send it to y'all. Those 2. Outside of that, like I got my shows, so I'm always open to.
You open to looking for more artists to work with? Or?
Yeah, you know, like right now I'm focused on these 2 projects, but I'm always down to like, connect with artists, hop in the studio, listen to some work, and then see how we can make plays.
So you're more so transpiring from still doing events, but in DJing, but you're more so transpiring towards being a businessman. So what?
We all businessmen.
Right.
Gotta follow our business.
So how is that like? How are you taking that transition?
It's been easy. I've been doing this like forever since I started. We're at Morgan, so we were doing our own events, like Colors, the Colors Party. We did the ATL Spring Break trip. So those are we took a few L's. But we learned business.
The Colors.
Colors is good. Remember Colors?
Yeah. That do R&B on?
Nah, not that. We started this Colors Party back in the day, right?
Okay.
It began with a K, and it was like a red light, green light party. So whatever you wore, red means freaky, white means I'm gonna take you home after the club. Right? But yeah, we started there, and that's where business began. And then being able to travel like different schools. I started at Powerhouse DJs. That was a minute ago. So we always been in our business bag to like connecting with other great people in different areas and come together to see how we can elevate. You know what I mean? And for real, business is done about like coming together, creating ideas, and making it happen, and figuring out the structure.
If there's something that you can discuss, what are some other future business ventures that you're trying to get into now?
Honestly, I'm concentrating on what we got now. I'm gonna get these records together, Arts and Beats. So in the booth is our collective, our creative collective, and we partner with like other creatives to like produce different projects, So anywhere from Arts and Beats, right? That's one of the projects that we have. Then we have the set. This is an R&B party, and we're traveling on with that. We got Chicago next week. But it's crazy. We do it once a month at Big Chief every second Saturday, and we're doing like 1,000 people every month.
That's dope.
So just coming like creative concepts with different creatives and producing those concepts anywhere from music to events and merch and product.
So you sound like easy to get in contact with. So let the people know where they can find you, any websites, and all that.
Yeah, IamKingIven.com, IamKingIven.com, or follow me Instagram, King Iven, KINGIVEN. Or definitely follow my business page, In the Booth TV, INDABOOTH, and yo, RapAboutTV. Cool.
Hey man, like you said, move different, unite. It's been a great morning, good conversation, man. I appreciate you for stopping by, come chopping it up with us.
So King Iven, Blake Kelly is on the way.
Yes,
yes. Nico, just call me Cole. Let's get it.
Hey man,
RapAboutTV.
RapAboutTV, peace. We out.
As much amongst the people